The brain behind our financial safeguarding that lets us go on without worrying too much about the future. The brain that we call an actuary.
It is about actuaries making financial differences to the destinies of the people and the society. Actuaries make financial sense of the future.
The more you know about the past, the better prepared you are for the future. From forming the first professional body in 1944 to functioning successfully as the statutory body in the current times, it has been 75 years of the profession in India, embarking through several milestones. These 75 years are spread across 6 eras.
6 eras are basically the 6 milestones of our profession, which have become really the turning point.
But where did this incredible journey begin? Let's go back in time and reminisce about the significance of each era. Seeds of insurance date back to ancient times. The practice of insuring goods became very common, including those in transit. Back then, a special charge was made for goods carried through land or sea, ensuring a safe carriage until the destination. This practice was similar to what is today known in the actuarial world as pricing. Similar instances of various insurance, such as social insurance, war risk insurance, marine insurance, were found in the 16th and 17th century. In 1818, the first insurance firm, called the Oriental Life Insurance, was set up in Calcutta. In 1870, it was Bombay Mutual Life Assurance Society that marked the birth of the first life insurance company. On May 5, 1874, British actuary Duncan McLaughlin Slater, along with a few influential Indians, started the first Indian proprietary insurance company, the Oriental Government Security Life Assurance Company in Bombay. The Institute of Actuaries, formed in London in 1848, led to a steady influx of its members from India interested in the art of numbers and actuarial science. This also brought in many firsts. G.S. Marathe, the first Indian to qualify as an associate from the Institute of Actuaries, London, and L.S. Vaidyanathan, who was the first Indian to become Fellow of the Institute of Actuaries, London in 1926. It was on a Saturday afternoon in the year 1944 that marked a brand new beginning.
There was one restaurant known as Monjini, where different actuaries used to meet in those days, and they decided to establish Actuarial Society of India.
Starting back in 1944, it was just a more association of actual professionals catering to the interest of the professionals only.
This was also the period of World War II, which did harm the normal course of development, but there is no doubt that it did become a boon for the insurance business in the country. Although insurance businesses were marked by deficiencies and therefore their frequent liquidations resulted in the loss of public confidence, various committees were formed to review the situation from time to time, which culminated in the Insurance Amendment of 1950. However, it probably needed an even bigger step that definitely brought about the winds of change. In January 1956, Finance Minister of India, C.D. Deshmukh, announced the nationalization of life insurance. All the life insurers and provident societies in India came together to form the LIC of India. To ensure smooth transition of so many insurers into one LIC, the government appointed custodians, most of which were actuaries. Later in that period, the government also took over general insurance.
A revolution by bringing in computers in the Life Insurance Corporation of India, and this enabled not only quicken the process but also changed the method of valuation, because we moved from punch card valuation to digital valuation. This also was the time when the opening up of the profession came and gratuity valuation became a reality. This led to an increase in actuarial work and was of great use to actuaries to develop their skills.
Rajas, Maharajas created various trusts wherein income was given for life to a life tenant. And after the Wealth Tax Act 1956 made deferred annuities which have been paid to the film fraternity. This deferred annuity payment was directly made by the producers of the films. 1972, the Payment of Gratuity Act came, which made it mandatory to give gratuity to all establishments employing 10 or more employees.
The nationalization came with mixed outcomes, one of which was brain drain and an exodus of actuaries. Despite the highs and lows, the profession continued to grow and took a huge leap in 1982-83 by filing for a legal identity.
few events that happened which actually immensely contributed to the professions was being the permanent member of International Actuarial Association. Number two, having our own examinations.
In the beginning, the institute was conducting entrance examinations so that those who pass, they can register as student with the actuarial body in UK. The time passed, the profession took decision to start the associate examination, that was in 1989. Within the next 2 years, we started the fellowship examinations.
A formal publication called the Actuary India was published in 1994, and this year also marked the 50 years of ASI.
The complete break came in the year 1999 when IRDA was established by the Act of Parliament, and the entire industry was opened for private players, and that was very momentous time for the actuarial profession because the regulator appreciated and recognized the role which an actuary can play. So the IRDA brought out a regulation called Appoint Actuary Regulation.
The important milestone is Appoint Actuary system.
In 1999, there was a big break from the past. The annual conference became the global conference of actuaries, involving people from outside.
Prior to 2000, the requirement of actuary was only for the life company. But after that, the requirement of actuary was there for both life and non-life. As of today, almost 50 companies are there. Each one requires an actuary. So the requirement of actuary had suddenly gone up. Prior to 2000, India had a very counted number of actuaries, between 70 to 80. 70% of them were above the age of 70.
17th of February 2004 marked a landmark event where mutual recognition agreements and mutual exemption policies were signed with international bodies. A few of the milestones of this period was the inauguration of ASI's library, the launching of ASI's website, and the beginning of the actuarial offshore centers in India. This was time to set up the stage, to redefine the journey.
Converting the society into a statutory body as the Institute of Actuaries of India.
We moved to the next landscape, that was when the Actuaries Act was passed in 2006.
Society came out with practice standards which are known as actuarial practice standard as on today.
We have the committees for dealing with various aspects, and more importantly, we have the advisory groups on various practice areas. The institute has taken a lot of efforts to conduct seminars, even workshops where they bring in the subject experts and expose the actuaries to this.
I would point out at this juncture that Indian actuaries had really kept the flag of India flying high all over the world.
If you look at the global scenario, the actuaries work in wider areas, could be in the banking, investment banking, data science analytics, and these are the areas wherein there is a tremendous potential.
Besides traditional employee benefit area, consulting actuaries stepped into many other areas. Valuation of warranties, stock options, share premiums in equity, valuation of assets or properties.
In these days of e-governance and e-points, I think the scope will increase in many directions.
Hearing stories and voices of some of the peers of this profession, it has certainly been an incredible journey of these 75 years. The history of the actuarial profession will continue to shape itself, and at some point, there is hope that it shall be written again.
I would like to congratulate the entire actuarial community, just not in India but across the globe, on the occasion of this Platinum Jubilee celebration of Institute of Actuaries of India. Thank you.